Greetings and welcome to Duggan presents the Grimstone Chronicles, Season 1, Episode 32. I'm your DM and host, Marty, joined by two-thirds of the Ontario crew, Adam and Ahmed. How are you guys doing?
It is Canadian law that on this Saturday of August you shall wear a blue shirt. And if your shirt is not blue, you are therefore not Canadian.
Yeah, what's going on here?
You didn't get the memo?
No, I didn't get the memo. Why are you guys wearing the exact same shade of blue shirt as well?
I've got a squid face
as well.
soldier guy on mine.
White clouds and balloons. Get it together, Marty. Come on, man. We're relying on you here, bud.
Black t-shirt. If it was good enough for...
This would have better flow if it was snappier. Just
yeah, I know. My brain's just
that guy who was in that
morning
doing that other thing?
Steve Jobs?
Nope. Well, Steve Jobs, yeah, sure, but country singer, kind of.
Steve Jobs.
He did the cover of Hurt. Johnny Cash. Jesus Christ, Marty. My brain slow.
Man in Black?
Man in Black, yeah.
Sorry, I wouldn't have associated him with country.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's good enough for the Man in Black. And yeah, see? Yeah.
I need all the help I can get. It's slimming. Anyways. How is everyone doing? I haven't seen you guys in a couple days. Since Mark tried to kill the party on... what was it? Monday night? Tuesday? Wednesday? I've lost
missed both parts of it where he was trying to kill us. I was like where we were just
Wednesday.
That was Wednesday.
Stuff, but it was easy peasy.
Time has lost all meaning to me over here. It is still May in my mind.
I want to tell you about the cheeseburger that I had yesterday.
Okay.
Godlike. This place called Mr. Burger. It's this little chain. It's like an Elvis style diner thing. That they took this time to redo do a bunch of renovations. Oh, the double cheeseburger with 2 5-ounce patties and then onion rings that are huge stack. Oh my god!
You get me hungry, dude.
That was. I had chicken and salad.
Because yesterday you had the 2,000 calorie burger.
2,000 calorie burger and onion rings. It was amazing.
Nice.
Hey, Fox. Hey, Drake. Hey, Wither.
Fox, Wither, Drake. Hello.
Yep.
What's going on with me? I've been binging, hockey. Hockey is on, so that's been distracting. Hockey has taken over me watching the news.
Which is probably good for your mental health.
Yeah, I'm happy watching hockey in the bubble that they've got going on there in Toronto and Edmonton. 2 of the 3 Canadian teams that were in the preliminaries made it to the next round and made it to next stage, so that's good. Somehow Montreal Canadiens beat Pittsburgh. I know you guys don't fucking care, but
I was watching that game.
Yep.
I was watching it between deadlift reps.
That's why it's a blue shirt. Hello.
Hockey better than news, and I'm not even a hockey fan. Yeah, so my spirits are up, basically, is what I'm saying, because flipping between the 2 news channels, trying to figure out what the truth is exhausting, and getting angry at all of it. All right, that's as much it's as much news as we're going to delve into here. All right, so hockey, and then I've been streaming Alone. Which is a survival show, which is kind of fun to have on the background while you're playing like Civ or something.
Oh, I thought you were actually streaming a game.
No. Wither. Oh, thanks for the gift sub. Cool. Thank you very much. So I'm on season 3. They're in Patagonia, which is basically like they're in the most southern part of South America, and it's basically like being in the northern part of North America. It's balls, and a lot of fun to watch. And then I started season 23 of South Park.
Oh man, your morals are down the drain.
Oh, that's been a hoot. It's the annual binge of the latest season of South Park. So I'm about a year behind. And there was something else that I watched that the movie Underwater was a lot of fun. It was kind of like Aliens meets The Abyss, or one of those underwater movies around the same time. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it for what it was.
Marty, apparently chat's not showing up in the stream is a comment.
It is very dark for some reason. So XSplit went through a bunch of updates, and I imagine this is not
perfect.
Yeah. Let's have a look here.
And then it was funny because Wither's gift sub went to Modron bot.
Yeah, it's like, go Modron, mess him up even more. Like, but you pick a player and you -1 from their roll. What? Okay.
So I've got this comment. I know that there's the whole summary coming up, but it was like 2:00 in the morning on a work night, and I'm like, yeah, you guys are wrapping up. Sure, I'm going to go to bed early.
No, we kept going.
Really, there was a whole other session that just kicked off.
We just kept going. Oh, we kept going, baby.
No.
It was like, oh, you're going to interrogate this guy? Yeah, you talk to him. I'm going to go grab some Z's, grab some sack time.
Things escalated.
Wither! Thank you, man.
Jesus, thank you.
He wanted it to go to a human. Human.
Let's see here.
Human.
Well, we have some celebrations on the screen, but for some reason this chat extension is not working. Right before we started this, there was an update, and I don't know how to fix it. My plugins. Why you no work no more?
Why you no go?
All right. There we go. Oh, God, that's what I forgot to do.
Hey, Ahmed.
Yeah, man.
Have you
bought tele arrows? No. Thanks for reminding me.
I was actually going to ask you if you jujitsu'd some guy in the face recently, but that works too.
No. I'm not. I am not interacting with anybody in the public.
Or you're
I can't. Perry, my wife is still pregnant, and it's a risk. So.
Okay.
I'm still doing the like somebody delivers something to my house. I'm like, thank you, go away. I will pick it up now. Ooh, crazy.
Yeah, our household's a little bit different. We don't have anybody in any sort of anything.
Yeah. Well, that's keeping us really isolated. Hence, this is weird. Get away from me, child. Come here. All right, let go. Sorry about that.
All right. We've got a different plugin. It's not as beautiful as the other one, but it works. So let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. There we go. It's not as colorful as the last one. Wait, maybe I could use the colors of
the rainbow. Colors of the wind.
Yeah, this one doesn't allow us to keep everyone's specific colors, but at least we're chatting. So we'll leave that for now. I will fix it in between streams, but that is what software does. When one thing updates, they all update, and sometimes things don't work. Fox is asking, did you watch the last hour or two of game?
No, I didn't watch the last hour or two of game. I in my gross arrogance assumed that they tortured the Belichek guy, they broke all of his fingers, they killed him, and then we had like a lead. And that's not what happened. Specifically, many, many, many things happened, including dismemberment and family troubles, and yeah.
Yeah, the last couple of hours were pretty intense. We could do a recap of what happened last game. You guys are done talking about your weeks and stuff, or half week for. Okay, game 32 was called "Who's Your Master?" The party delves deeper within the vampire-infested Undertown market in search for vampire lairs. In the depths, they confront more vampires before coming face to face with Zagan Belichek himself. Dassod learns about Slake's tormentor, uncovering a name and a place. After looting Undertown, the party returns to the surface to deal with the aftermath of their deeds. Duggan is punished by the Briars for the party's recent actions against the Red Cap enforcers. And then at some point, which Mark sort of alluded to, the party is going to realize that the aftermath of the looting of the sacking of Undertown, basically, that Nighthorn himself will be replaced as the head of the Briars in the Sylvan Acres. So tonight there is a bunch of planned downtime, but a lot of the downtime activities actually have really important things. The first thing to deal with, however, are some conditions that are affecting party members. So
the condition is in? Yeah.
We are going to pick up basically with Slake, Dee Dee, Duggan, in a bloody sack, kind of taken out of a bloody sack and then wrapped up in swaddling clothes. Capra and Das returning from the Sylvan Acres. Duggan is wingless now, as he was mutilated by Snicker and Slice, the two red cap enforcers of the Briars that we basically robbed and sent on their way for being bad. The punishment was 5 minutes alone with Snicker and Slice, and effectively Mark mutilated his own character. We do have a scroll, which Capra has in a bundle that his uncle Nighthorn told him was a regenerate scroll, the cost of which will just simply be added to the protection money that we owe them. It is nearing the end of autumn, and the protection money owed has not been paid yet. And that total, if you're interested, is payments 6,000 plus the cost of a regenerate scroll. Okay, so yeah, Duggan is in rough shape right now, and I believe it was Das that was carrying him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even though his hit points have been restored, he looks pretty messed up. He's barely conscious, kind of going in and out of consciousness. He looks like he's in shock. Dee Dee's all fussing. Oh, don't worry, we'll fix it. We'll make it all better. And she's trying to like choke back her own tears while she's trying to check on Duggan every 30 seconds.
Are we on a map that I should be looking at?
We're on the stairwell, just super zoomed in.
Okay. All right.
It's all right, little buddy.
So
we'll get him.
Dee Dee?
Yeah.
I have a scroll that's gonna fix Duggan, I think.
Yeah. Let me see it.
Regenerate is beyond all of our means to cast. It's a powerful spell, if I recall.
Yeah. I can't do this.
We're not going to be able to do it. If we screw up, I don't know, we're going to find another one.
All right, we need somebody to do it good.
Let's go find what's-her-face. You know, the one with the moving eyes.
Can Sunny do it?
I'm not even sure what circle it is, to be honest. We'll go talk to Sunny. Yeah, let's talk to Sunny first, and then we can go see Google Eyes. I'm Coven-of-One. We're not going to call her Google Eyes. That's mean.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go find Sunny.
Yeah, let's go talk to her, guys.
Okay.
It's like we're going to get him.
You get back to the Steelrose mill, and it is the next morning from your big foray into Undertown. Those with negative levels are you don't have to make your saves yet, but sometime during the day you will. Everyone has had a chance to recuperate their spells.
Time it?
What's that?
Can we time it?
Yeah, it's later in the day. It's like 4 or 5 p.m.
So could the alchemists like make a con mutagen and cast a heroism?
Con mutagen.
Who's the one that's doing the timing, or is this a?
Can Cog do it? He's a clock, basically. Happens in 3,800 clicks from now.
Do you guys own a clock?
Oh, we do have a clock. We have a cuckoo clock.
Okay. I think also there's a 25,000 gold piece pocket watch that was
a very good pocket watch.
Yeah, that we can't find somebody to sell it to yet because it's too expensive. Yeah, give me a +4. You're trying to time when you had that battle when you were underground with a with the specific time, like when your bodies might give in to the negative energy. We're going to say that it's DC 15 int checks. You can get a +4 and you can aid each other.
Okay. Sunny kind of likes making int checks. But, you know. All right, Capra will attempt to aid. The aids do or do not get the +4.
Yeah, they do. Like,
okay. Capra aids.
Okay. Int. Oh. Okay, so Cog. Aids.
Okay. Sunny gets 18.
Dassod 8s.
20.
Okay. So you're pretty sure that you can time the approximately 10-minute spell around the time when you need it.
Okay. So
it'll be later. It'll be later this afternoon. We'll say it's at 4 p.m. when you'll need to make your saves. So the party. So Capra hasn't been involved in that conversation quite yet. The party returns, and you notice Agony and Amadeus speaking in loud, raised voices. Basically, we're going to wait for the others to divvy the treasure. Fine. I expect my share, though.
Huh.
Amadeus just basically kind of monkeys down this post and lands on the upper floor of this metal walkway with a huff.
How you doing, buddy?
What's it you? He's peeling an orange.
It's I'm temporarily in charge. Just checking to see if everybody's doing okay. You doing okay?
What do you mean you're temporarily in charge? Who died and made you king?
He's not dead. He's just had a bad time. But we're gonna fix him. It'll be fine.
Whatever.
Okay. Good orange? Nice and juicy?
He gives you a look like, fuck off.
Good talk.
He hasn't even gotten into the orange yet. He's still like pulling the peels off. He just turns.
Good talk. We should do it again sometime.
Hey, he doesn't really look like he's too concerned about Duggan. It looks like he's more like curious. Like he just sort of tries to look into the swaddling, into the bandages, the bloody bandages that you're carrying Duggan with.
All right. So
what the hell happened here? Agony wanders over. And...
Oh dear.
There was a miscommunication with the Briars, and we're gonna need to take care of it. But for now, we have a scroll to fix Duggan.
Fuck.
Can you use this scroll?
Fuck those guys. If I come across one of those little red cap bastards, I'm gonna stick my fist right through their stupid faces. And then take that stupid face and make it meet my other fist.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you there, buddy.
There's no way we send anyone ever again to go get punished by these assholes.
Yeah, we never again send anyone to get punished. But don't worry, we'll smooth everything out. Capra is lying.
Yeah, I'm not even rolling. Like,
Okay, well,
yeah,
Slake is like making Vecchia out of like just a perfectly fine metal wall. He's like, bling, 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 just talking about how he's gonna punch them in the faces.
19 is Capra's bluff check. He's telling people he's going to smooth it out with the Briars.
Okay.
Yep.
Agony just looks at Capra and takes him at face value. He does not suspect his friends are lying to him.
Okay.
Cog's just worried about Duggan, and Dassod. No. What was your roll?
I rolled a 19. Didn't roll.
19. Actually, my sense motive is kind of crap.
Dee Dee pays attention to Capra. You can't see the look she's giving Capra, but she doesn't say anything. She is actually agreeing with Slake. Yeah, we're not sending people to go get tortured and maimed anymore because we robbed a guy who robbed some of our friends. Like it's not. She also probably feels really bad because this was her rob. She identified the slippers, and then the slippers led to this, and she feels really bad. You could tell that she's like basically hanging off your arm, Dassod, trying to make sure that Duggan's okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine, Dee Dee. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but
He's just a tough one.
he could have died. A fairy who loses the wings, it's a very important part of your body. You could bleed out easily. You could die.
We'll fix him.
He almost died. You're lucky to be here, little guy. Motherfucker. I just used to rest.
Motherfuckers.
Okay.
Sunny is not cold, but he's more interested in the scroll than he is in Duggan.
Yep.
Sunny, could you cast a spell on Duggan?
32 to identify the scroll.
Yeah, it is a scroll of regenerate. It is a 7th circle spell. It's a divine scroll. There is a caster level check if you're an insufficient caster to cast scrolls, and I'm just looking up what the DC would be.
It's 11 plus the caster level.
No,
so
I
it would
think
be 24 for this. It might be 10 plus caster level, something like that.
the DC equals scrolls caster level plus 1.
Oh, scrolls caster level plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, never mind. So this is DC 14.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, never mind. That makes sense. Yeah. Because you automatically cast anything that you can cast.
Yep.
So this would be DC 14. It's a caster level check, and Sunny's caster level check, it is also on the druid list, so he would roll with a plus 8. That's a 10% chance of having a spell mishap with the scroll, so that's not good.
No.
It's going to be hard to cast, isn't it? I don't even recognize some of those greater sigils that are on that scroll.
This is most definitely regenerate. We could use a powerful druid or priest to cast this.
What about Funny Eyes?
We're not calling her Google Eyes. She's our friend.
I didn't call her Google Eyes. I said Funny Eyes.
It's going to slip out if we keep on doing it. I'm pretty sure there's a fey god for that.
Fey god of nicknames.
Fey god of using a nickname in front of someone that you're only supposed to use behind them.
Yeah, I think that's the that's the second part of the portfolio of Fey god of nicknames. I'm gonna add that one to the list. I got the file somewhere.
We could ask Coven-of-One. That would be. She should be able to do this. I believe she is of said potency. This is powerful.
Yeah, but I don't know if she's a cleric. She's some sort of witch.
Witches can cast this spell.
Can they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Witches are also beings of healing. It's just not as common in their portfolio.
Oh,
All right.
like a nice witch.
The good witch.
A sandwich.
It's not even funny.
Yeah, sandwich. Capra is fondling a cold iron
All right.
So Dee Dee winches down the big bucket, the big kind of tub that she sleeps in, and then she packs Duggan Schmurf in there.
You get a nice little rest here, good little guy. We're gonna figure out what to do with you.
Some of the other conditions that are affecting party members include
Cow with the plague. All the rest of
there are negative levels. I believe Cog has a negative level.
Yep, that's right.
Dassod, do you have a negative level?
No.
No, or that was from before that we may have forgotten about.
Capra.
And then Capra. So Cog and Capra have negative levels. I think Amadeus has as well. I think he got tagged.
Or did he get tagged with a sword? No, he got tagged by a vampire spawn.
Yep, Amadeus, Cog, and Capra. Mistress Plague, although she is in statuette form, and then Duggan's maimed form are the three types of maladies that are currently affecting the party.
I think Sunny's gonna try to go talk to Coven-of-One about the scroll. We have the timing for our negative levels, so Capra will cast a heroism on the people who think they have negative levels to try to help them out, and he will use a con mutagen.
Okay. So Capra, Cog, and Amadeus. Cog, are you also using? Do you have Bear's endurance?
Okay, so Cog is doing his. Let's see.
Bear's endurance is a little bit harder because it's only a few minutes long.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's doing mutagen. He has heroism, and he has a +1 saving. What's it called?
Oh yeah, as long as you're close to Cog's vest, you'll get a +1 bonus. I think that's good.
But his magic item is just a +1. So if somebody has a higher one that they don't need for the moment, shift it over.
Capra's wearing his, and
So somebody, yeah, but not everybody's making those
I know.
saves.
The characters with whom I have control are not giving you theirs; they're using them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we'll just have to spend money if this doesn't work out.
Yep.
Okay. Who is bringing Duggan Schmurf to the to Coven-of-Ones?
Sunny.
Sunny by himself. I don't think party members are allowed to go by themselves anymore.
I think there's a limited amount of limited party members allowed to go by themselves these days.
Okay,
Dassod's gonna go with them.
Das and Dee Dee.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. Slake just kind of like how you're going to use magic to solve your problems. He's just going to go, and he seems to be planning out some projects near his forge. Like he's clanging around a lot and moving things around. And
Although prosthetic like robo wings, like clockwork wings or something, would also be cool. Just as a
I think he's got more obvious things he's going to work on, and we'll get to that during downtime. All right, Dee Dee Sunny and Das, you go off to speak to Coven-of-One. Let's see if there's any random encounters in the town, given that there are various hostile elements. They may not quite have heard about Undertown yet. We'll say there's
in the wild now. We're in the city, but it's also the wild.
We'll say there's a 10% chance on your back and forth that there's an encounter. Nope, you guys make it all the way to Coven-of-One's. Let's say that there is a 1 in 4 chance she has a visitor. 4? I'm just making stuff up at this point in time.
That's what DM do.
She has no visitors. Okay, she's alone in the world. Poor Coven-of-One. She is such a character I would play. I'd play Coven-of-One.
Yeah. I think in a campaign that starts at like 6th or 8th.
Yeah.
It'd be really rough to be like, I'm the diviner. I am just an ogre.
Oh, she is not an ogre. You could roll checks to see what she is, but
I will appraise her. I just assume like ogre mage or something like that.
Yep. She's got both of her eyes back, but when you go and see her, she only has one in. You don't know where her other eye is. She's got her third eye on, and she's sitting down. She seems to be in the process of kind of meditating, but also rubbing her really big feet, like her feet are sore. You could see all sorts of like really clawed toenails and toenail fungus and old wrinkly and just big ugly feet.
Damn. Sunny, noticing toenail fungus, gets an idea.
Okay.
No, Adam.
Coven-of-One.
Oh, it's you. She says.
Hi, Dee Dee here as well.
Yes, I can see you.
Oh,
Dee Dee says like.
Sunny's going to take this moment to have a thought about what Coven-of-One might be.
There are a couple of rolls that you need to make. I'm almost finished her character sheet. Boy, are high level characters hard to make. Yes, go ahead.
Nature?
No.
Planes.
You're
What am I rolling?
rolling a knowledge planes and then a knowledge nature.
Okay. 36 on the planes, 29 on the nature.
Okay. She's a fallen night hag.
Okay. Which means she turned good.
Which means she's no longer evil.
Okay. So she stood up. Night hag stood up.
And she's also, in her bloodline, giants have mingled with it.
Yeah, that's going to be like 8 CR8 of creature on top of, and then thing on top of. Yeah.
You're not seeing. She probably does not have access to all of the night hag abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Or even if she did, she probably doesn't use some of them. And then we're talking giant simple template. Her racial levels have collapsed into 3. She's also very old, like extremely old, like -6 physicals plus 3 mentals.
Not a front line.
Nope. But her stats after the giant simple template on top of a.
Oh, look how tough she is.
On top of a heroic, and then you've got levels and.
She's. Oh, when you detect her thoughts, your head could explode. She's smart enough to blow up your head if you detect her thoughts. Cool.
Yep.
Her int is 26. It's higher than mine.
That's before magic items.
Come on!
Normally you don't get stats, but she's an ally, and you've spent a lot. Basically, Sunny spends all of her training time with her, so you have an idea of what she is. Her classes are Witch on the front end, and then Diviner, Prophecy on the back end.
Cool. We have a problem with our fairy.
Yeah, getting into an accident. You could say that.
His wings fell off.
This is no accident. Who told you it was an accident?
The ones that did this to him.
Fairies' wings just don't fall off. Something terribly wrong with the fairy if they just fall off.
Yeah, no, they beat him up.
You notice that she kind of takes like a handkerchief and does a quick swipe of some of the blood that Duggan has.
Wrong with his dada.
Yep, and she folds it up and sticks it into her pocket, and then she
Come. Bring him over here. Good place to lay him down.
she just kind of clears a bunch of stuff with a big broad stroke of her arm, old flesh hanging from the bones, and she just cleared her dinner table, spilling a bunch of
Hold on, never mind.
big and wooden objects onto the floor, and
There we go. I'm going to have to bandage you up, we are.
We have a scroll we are wondering if you could cast and regenerate. It should grow back the 2 missing fingers as well as the wings and the piece of ear that looks like it's missing.
she looks at scroll.
You didn't find this in these baskets, did you?
She's got lots of scrolls, not all of them actual magic scrolls.
No, this one came... Well, the fairies brought it to me, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. Helpful they are sometimes, recovering lost things.
Okay, she looks at the scroll. She does cast a read magic, and she nods.
Yes, nothing wrong with this one. Nothing wrong with this one. Not an accident. This accident won't happen again, will it?
Not
on my watch.
Not planning on it, says Duggan, kind of weakly from his little.
I told you I shouldn't have gone.
Not a surgeon.
She's looking at the wounds. She begins to cast from the scroll, almost like running her clawed hands across the runes that are inked upon the scroll. As she does so and speak out loud, the runes slowly start to burn away. There is a smoke that is coming off the scroll that she's sort of blowing into Duggan. You notice that as the runes disappear, the runes start to appear on Duggan's flesh, almost like they kind of bubbled up from below. Duggan begins to scream. Coven-of-One, the spell takes longer than a round, so she just kind of reaches out and grabs Sunny's hand and puts Sunny's hand in the middle of Duggan's body as he's laying down in the little basket, just to hold him down. Duggan's letting out this
over and hold him down.
Duggan's letting out this horrible noise.
All right, buddy, you're almost through it.
And it takes maybe the count of 20 for her to cast the spell. With Duggan's sounds, it feels much longer. The little runes kind of concentrate around his fingers and his wings. At first, it looks like the magic creates almost like a translucent finger where the finger is missing, and some translucent wings. And then very painfully over the next 13 rounds, the missing bones, tendons, sinews, muscle, and then finally skin grows back in that order. This is a fascinating spell, Sunny, for understanding anatomy. it's almost like if you could slow that process down, you might be able to see different systems of the body. Sunny may not have words quite for that, but he has a sort of a basic understanding, I guess. Yeah. And finally, Duggan's lying in there, just covered in a deep sweat, and Coven-of-One actually, rather roughly, she's big, sort of takes one wing and extends it, and takes another wing and jiggles it, and has a look at his hand. She's too big, so she actually takes out her eye and kind of sticks it next to Duggan and has a good look at him. Duggan's like just staring up at the eye. She pops it back into her eye socket.
All done. All done.
She just lets the smoking scroll sit on the table. It's slowly eating away into ash. The smell is, I don't know. The smell is like a new birth smell.
Nasty.
Duggan probably needs a bath.
You're covered in some sort of slime. Interesting.
There's Coven-of-One keeps a big chamber pot actually to catch water outside. Like it's right outside her window. You could easily stick Duggan in there for a bath.
Sod cast prestidigitate on it.
Prestidigitate him. Okay, so you get him clean with a few wipes of spells, and Coven-of-One just is wandering around. Looks like her hips are bothering her or something. She's just wandering.
Thank you, Coven-of-One. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
That was very nice of you. Very much appreciated.
There will come a time when Coven-of-One will need you more than her. More than you need her. There will come a time. Don't know how I know this. Don't know.
We'll be there.
Yeah, we're your friends, so anytime you need it, just let us know. You got a fast way of letting us know if you need help?
Sending is pretty quick.
Yeah, but it takes time to do that one, right?
She's lost in thought. She kind of pointed at Dee Dee, Duggan, and Doss, but she didn't point at Sunny.
Damn wizards!
She says, a wave of her clawed hand.
Yeah.
She goes tootling around her place like she's doing a lap around her big orrery, like she's trying to get some exercise. It's like fucking Marty in his apartment. God damn it! All right,
You got like a Nautilus or something. You've got
elliptical.
a pedal bike thingy.
Yeah. When I'm at meetings at work, though, it's me on my phone fucking spacing around my apartment. This fucking cage.
It's gilded.
Yeah, well, there's hockey on at least. So,
Sunny's going to basically in the corner take the cow out, cast some spells on the cow. If the cow's disease doesn't go away, then cast the cow back into a little statuette and stick it in his pocket again.
okay. The DC of the bubonic plague that is on the cow is 21.
Okay, I'm taking 2 shots at it.
Hi, Mister. Oh, I'm not allowed to pet you currently. Stay away from Duggan.
It's gone.
Okay, Mistra is cured.
There we go.
She comes over and gives Sunny a nuzzle.
And you didn't see any of the horrors. Didn't use the threshold not to see the horrors.
Yep. She sniffs at Doss, but she kind of does this like almost like sneeze, like kind of like she's not sure about Doss's scent. She doesn't like headbutt you or anything, but
Yeah, it's weird to see you too.
He rubs her head.
There you go. She's a good cow. She's a good meat pie. I mean cow.
Can we touch her now?
Certainly.
Yeah, Dee Dee goes and starts brushing Mistra. Coven-of-One is you catch her looking at Mistra, but she's looking at her in this way of like appraising or maybe divining.
Come on, buddy. Come on, Dukes. You can get up, man. Come on. You can do it.
Where did you say this cow came from?
Apple orchard.
Where before that?
No idea. I awoke to its lick. I have no single memory before meeting Mistra.
Okay.
I know she is my creator.
She wiggles her fingers, and a little gust of wind from a prestidigitate blows a tuft of her hair that Dee Dee had combed out underneath the table. Just kind of blew it off to the side.
Sunny's. She basically, this person owned fluids or hairs or whatever. She wants fingernail clippings. We'll bring her fingernail clippings.
Yep.
All right, give me the sample cup.
So, Coven, I've been having some interesting thoughts around some new divinations.
New divinations.
Trying to divine through plants. Something I think would work.
Astrology? Astromancy? Bibliomancy? Cartomancy? Claromancy? Dowsing? Pendulum reading? Crystallomancy? I Ching? Lithomancy? Numerology? Scrying? Tarot reading? Tasseography? Palmistry? Mediumship? Oneromancy? Chronomancy? Face reading? Aeromancy? Hieromancy? Ornithomancy? Pyro-osteomancy?
Necromancy.
Necromancy, yes. Electriomancy, Tyromancy, Ceromancy, Cladonomancy. I guess this would be close to...
Crapomancy. I'm just saying mancy with stuff.
Dee Dee giggles.
I'm sorry, I'm just...
The one with...
I want Capra to make a joke about Aeromancer. He's the best Aeromancer. Aeromancy is the best.
Tasseography, reading of tea leaves, closest to reading of plants.
The plant cells, reading through plants. I think you can combine a scry with a plant.
We're just a different type of scrying. Some scry through crystals, others through gazing, pools, or mirrors. Through plants. Not very impressive. It is not new. A variant.
New to me.
You can play with that if you want. I am interested in new divination.
New to me. What's also fun is I think that this is one that she actually can't do. It's not on her list.
It's a form of scrying. It's a scrying spell. It's got the bracket scrying. Yeah. Aeromancy is the reading of clouds, which is fun. It's also called Nephilomancy. I did some research on.
There's thesaurus. Somebody used the thesaurus.
No, I did some research on divination.
Now,
Does
how many
Duggan
people
get up?
try to tell you your future and this sort of thing, and your
How many emails about that?
Well, yeah, how many fucking weird ads am I now getting? Yeah, I'm poo-pooing research
Duggan
because
get
it
up,
was
by the way?
a search of the web is not research.
No. It is a search.
It is a search.
You could be reading while you search, but that doesn't make it research.
Not in the academic sense, anyways. Oh, some of these are cool. I didn't know about a few of them.
If there's a whole bunch of like, how much Greek and Latin do you know to turn those into what is this thing? See, I thought chronomancy was specifically the magic type used in Chrono Trigger, but it should be time magic. It should be time.
Chronomancy, from a divination standpoint, is trying to predict the proper day or time that is most advantageous to do a thing.
Oh, that's so. Lots of astrology is that.
Yeah.
Right, because it's which is the lucky day. This is the good day.
This is
the
the
bad
lucky day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good, and you're now when she read all those, or should have like to her just said them all, recited all of them. You started to see all the junk in her lab, as some of that stuff might actually be related to the profession of being a diviner.
She's got kits of like to do all the different things in here.
Yep, and then from a story point of view, maybe one rank of profession diviner lets you hocus pocus with one of these forms for each rank, kind of like a language equals a new language, or a perform check allows a new I know performs are specific anyways, but
So may I ask you something here? What how many languages do you speak?
You just did.
Well, I mean, all right, so how many languages do you speak?
Well, with magic, you can speak all languages, although some things may be lost in translation.
Yeah.
I speak.
She goes through both of her hands almost twice. No, she's got 5 fingers. She counts to
22.
Oh, I need to visit you more often. I've got 2 languages to learn. Oh, I want to learn. I want to learn a couple of things. I've run out of people that are useful in terms of knowing languages. So, if you wouldn't mind, I'd love
Yes,
to learn from you.
some of them are a bit rusty. I don't get many visitors.
Oh, I'd love to practice them with you. Well, learn them first, I guess. But...
Fine.
Ooh, right on.
And you do spy on all the trainers. Like, does Dassod train by just spying on everyone?
yeah. Yep.
That's what he's doing. He's the creepiest guy.
I could instruct you.
I know a couple.
Yes. I'd be curious to see what my new divination reveals about you, Dassod.
That also sounds interesting. Does the dinar change with the form?
Huh.
And it's not like a spell or thing that you would normally see. It's
That would be fascinating to figure that out.
Yes. You give me samples, both before and after and during your change, and I will help you with linguistics.
All right.
A fair trade.
Bring over the sample bottle.
I knew important things would start today.
Sonny's going to pick up a pointy needle from the table and hand it to Dassod.
I assume you'd want to do it while you want to do it now? I can do it now if you want to.
Yeah, she goes about a rudimentary scientific way of asking you to like give you a sample when you're just Dassod versus, you know,
A bunch of different forms.
and then the she wants to also look at the samples you have that you haven't consumed. And then she wants
that. That's not part of the deal.
she wants to then see what changes it makes when you're pretending to be a person.
So the my Dana versus the Dana of the others.
Well, I don't think her very basic microscope is currently looking at DNA. I think it's looking at cells at this point in time. But yeah, you might be able to infer.
You can tell certain things about genetics by the shape of things like blood cells, because there's actually, under a microscope, you can tell the difference in blood cell shape based off of certain genetic sequences.
Yeah, she's fascinated by your cells, is basically what you're going to learn.
Yep. Do I lose any samples?
She's taking small enough amounts, like tiny drops, that she will not ruin your samples if you instruct her.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Because I took some risks for these.
Cool. She has 22 languages. I haven't detailed them all. Is
no
there
problem.
a particular language that you're looking for?
I'm looking at something that's
The celestial, infernal, abyssal.
Yeah.
celestial. I could learn.
She knows Hadean, Celestial, Infernal.
Infernal, I've got. Celestial, I can grab.
Hadean is cool. But
Which one's Hadean?
Death language. I don't know if you want to go hang out with the necromancers, the mummers. Like you do.
What about Orin? Orin is the one for
air creatures, and Sunny already knew that one.
Okay.
Orin, Aquan, Ignan, Terran.
6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she's got 2 more languages there, and then 10. Wow. Okay.
Giant, Gnomish,
Goblin.
Infernal, Elven, Dwarvish.
Gaji. Okay. 10 esoteric ones. All right.
Yeah, I guess I'll take Hadean.
And then what
Celestial.
did we call the magic language? It was just called Arcane.
It's called Arcane.
You have that one?
Sunny has Arcane.
Okay.
That is the only one she probably won't teach you.
But why?
You're not getting druidic from Sunny, because Sunny likes being a druid. He doesn't want all the druids at the party.
Hadean, huh? Okay, that's good. I'm good with that.
Let's say she has all 4 of the elemental languages.
Those are probably going to be my next 4.
She's got 5 more. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, so far I've picked these for her languages.
Nice.
Okay, meanwhile, so you guys are hanging out with Coven-of-One. The folks back at the Steelrose Mill are waiting for the time when you got your negative levels.
Mm-hmm.
While you guys are waiting, Taylor, we're just going to say, is out practicing with her bow.
Okay.
Make sure your arm doesn't fall off. Protect your shoulder.
Fuck you!
Slake is
I've actually strengthened it now.
Slake is in his stairwell. You guys are sifting through some of the treasures. I need a perception check.
Okay.
Percepciones.
Okay, so
21.
Are you just doing a perception thing, or you want me to roll individually?
You could roll individually if you want. I mean, yeah, I'll keep mine.
Sure, 1 sec. Oops.
For better or for worse.
34.
Okay, Agony had gone into his area to meditate. Capra, Amadeus, and Cog were sorting through some of the treasures that you guys were going to start selling in the coming days.
Mm-hmm.
34 from Cog.
Yeah. Yep.
And somebody want to roll for Amadeus?
Here, Adam, go ahead. His
Sure.
perception is plus 20. Wow,
39.
nice. Yeah, boy.
I need to find Mark's little token library. Yeah. Okay. And then a stealth. $34. Cog
39. 39 was the highest.
39 from Amadeus. Okay, so
Yeah.
Amadeus and Cog actually hear sort of like a ghastly shriek and a bunch of clinking of bones and armor in the next room.
Okay,
It was faint, but it was...
all right, we guess let's go. Initiative, I guess.
Yeah, we'll say that Cog and Amadeus get to act in the surprise round.
2 actions.
Yeah, we're going to put you down here. You were packing up some stuff. There was some stuff around the stairwell, and that's where you actually heard the shriek as you guys were dealing with like
Mutagen.
wagon loads of treasure.
Mutagen.
This thing's initiative mod is +5.
The problem with these gangs, it's like, how can you be more brutal than murder hobos? Murder hobos are the most brutal.
All right. In order they appear in the initiative sheet. So Amadeus gets the 12. Capra gets a 12. The thing that's shrieking gets an 11, and Cog gets a 16. All right, Cog, what are you doing?
Mutagen.
You drink a mutagen in the surprise round?
Yep.
Capra, what are you doing? You were surprised, right?
Surprised.
Okay. And then the creature. You can hear some, like, you guys are just down below. You can hear some rustling along the stairwell, and what sounds like 100 little tiny bones all kind of clinking against the stairs. And then the high-pitched screeching stops as something has now stood up on the stairwell. The last thing that goes rolling up the stairs sounds like a helmet. Clink, clink, clink.
We've got company. Oh, we've got company. Shit.
Amadeus. Who's got Amadeus?
I'll take Amadeus.
Okay, Grumpadeus.
Grumpadeus. Does he understand at all what that thing is?
You can't see it yet. You guys need to climb up there. It's halfway between the stairwell. There's a ladder. There's that gray area is a ladder, so you go up to the ladder and climb up.
Amadeus is going to grab his rope.
Okay.
Pull out a rope, enter his stance, and move over to the ladder.
Yep. Cog?
Shield. And move up the ladder. Got a...
So 20 feet to there, and then another 40 feet. That's 60 feet of movement. I don't know if you
and
have...
shield.
All right, Cog. The red kind of samurai-like armor has regrown a skeleton in it. This is the sheriff that you guys fought in the Undertown market. Apparently, is haunting his own armor, and it's currently like looking around at a bunch of the stuff, and his eyes have transfixed on a katana.
Oh no, you don't.
that is just lying amongst like some of the gear and things that you guys have been packing and sorting, and is kind of along the stairwell in this upper floor. It looks at you. It cracks its head off to the side and will do a thing. It's Capra first. Sorry.
Capra is. He kind of gets a sense that stuff is happening over here, so he wants to basically.
Yeah, if you back out to here, you might be able to see. Yeah, you can now see with cover that. Holy fuck! It's the creature from the Undertown market.
What the fuck? Well, get that fucking thing.
Okay. The sheriff. Was the fear pulse coming from him? I think the fear pulse is coming from the
vampire.
Yeah.
To this skeletal champion.
Yep.
I don't know what the class was. Samurai. I think samurais have charisma as one of the things, which would make them really good skeletal champions.
Okay. It steps, sees Cog, hisses at you. It pulls the katana from the sheath on the ground.
Oh, wants to grab it. Okay.
And is going to ready an attack. You can tell it's entered like a stance that will make a quick strike with the sword. Amadeus.
Amadeus is climbing the ladder.
Okay.
Wait for me to move.
I don't know how good these things were at fighting because I missed that whole thing. Amadeus has his style. He's going to move in.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Wait, I said.
It'll take its strike.
Okay. I don't know how good this thing was at fighting.
AC 30.
Missing. He'll take his immediate action to grab the thing.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Um,
Oh, damn.
I think it's a snapping turtle. Whenever opposed to missing melee. Okay, -2 penalty. He's just going to grab it as the immediate.
Yep. It missed it. You kind of went off to the side and gave it a head fake, and
We can get out of combat now.
32.
you beat its CMD by 3.
Okay.
So you get underneath it and kind of stick your palm up into its chin and force its head backwards, and just wrap your other bear-like arm around its torso and squeeze, and you're now lifting it up the ground and kind of keeping it in the air.
I then think he's going to use his last action to just bite the thing.
Okay.
Which is just an action. Unarmed bite. He doesn't have a bite with power attack. Should be like his unarmed. Should be that -2. Probably did, but
I see 22. No, grappled.
No.
It misses. Close though. Cog.
All right, Cog's going to get around him.
To the other side. Yeah, you kind of go running by. The sword flicks like he wants to try to swipe at you, but Amadeus has got him pretty wrapped up.
Alrighty then. 5, 6, 11, 13. Okay. 15. Oh, yeah. Let's see if that... Does 29 hit?
29 hits.
Does 20 hit?
No, that's a...
Then let's pound miss that shit right there. There you go.
Natural.
Natural.
You fall
Yeah.
unconscious for 1d6 rounds.
All right, the will save. The DC, he's -2, -3. With the DC is 23.
How is that not lethal? DC's how much?
The
23.
we have a winner is the
That's stupid. Oh my god, that's brutal.
don't headbutt things.
What the hell? That's why I have a hat.
One of your springs sort of unwind.
Yay, I'm unconscious.
Okay, so basically, he didn't quite manage to like hit you with the sword, but he did elbow you, and you were off kilter when you tried to punch. And what ended up doing was you hit the flat of your head into one of the steel bars, like the walkway bars. Bang! You just sat down, and then some gears are whirring, and you're just sort of shut down for a while.
1d6.
This is the worst
Well,
effect.
there are worse effects.
How?
Give me
Stella exploded.
a d6,
Oh.
or I'll do it then. 5 rounds.
All right, confirmed.
I'll be nice and count the current. I'll be nice and count the current round as 1. Oh, Capra, what are you doing?
Tell I
Capra?
need you here to get the negative vibes.
Hey, Cog! What are you... Stand up, you asshole!
You could hear this like click, 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 like some gear is like catching and then skipping. Yeah, he's
Fuck. So I've got some blunt arrows. I don't think I really need them. I'm just gonna put some regular arrows on this thing.
okay.
Because I only have a few blunt arrows. I will use my bracers to add... Actually, I'm going to use my bracers to add electricity, and I'll use I'll use another action to add arcane strike.
Okay.
And then I'll rapid shot. The guy's grappled but has cover.
Yeah, AC 23 with cover would be AC 27.
Okay, he's pretty well hidden here. AC 30, AC 20. What's his DR?
10 magic.
Oh, 10 magic? Oh, no, he's
Yep.
getting...
No acid, no cold, no electricity.
I hate you. All right.
No Capra. Damn.
36
Specific.
plus 8 plus 8 plus... we haven't leveled yet. Plus 2 plus 2... Oh. When you take away all my D6s... Give my D6s back. Oh, plus Bard Song. 49 damage.
49 damage is significant. It does not bloody the thing. There's a couple of arrows sticking out of its back as Amadeus is manhandling it. The sheriff is going to attempt to break the grapple because this is bullshit. You know what? Supernatural abilities can be used in grapple.
Just a kid.
It opens its mouth and breathes a cone of acid over Amadeus. 30-foot cone.
Yeah, no better out than in.
It does 6d6 damage. He gets a reflex save versus the devastating blast.
He evades. I'm assuming a 21 makes it, sorry.
21 does make it, yeah, and he evades. it like because he had his palm underneath the hand or underneath its head. When it started spewing acid, he just pointed it straight up, and the shower of acid eating away at some of your rusty metal. The rusty metal in your home. That was 2 actions for supernatural. Then it's going to attempt to break the grapple on its last action. It rolls a nat 20 and breaks the grapple. It shrugs Amadeus off and brings its sword around, and it's got it in its 2 hands, and looks like it wants to chop Amadeus up. Unfortunately for it, it's Amadeus's turn.
Grabba.
I think we're going to grabba. We're going to... Well, I think we're going to bite him, and if we miss, then we'll grab him. Because we'll get an auto grab on the bite, and then I can hit him more. Because Amadeus is supposed to be mean, right? AC 38.
Yeah, you bite him. Your lamprey mouth comes out of your non-symmetric head and latches onto the creature.
18 damage. I'm checking. That should bypass magic DR.
Yep. There's a satisfying crunch.
Yes, bypasses magic DR. And then we're going to grapple him as part of the biting attack. Natural 20. He is very much grabbed.
Okay, you resume the same position, kind of lifting him up off the ground and getting a better grab on its neck.
Okay, then I'm going to bite him 2 more times.
1 more time.
Nope, free action to part of the...
Grapple's a standard, isn't it?
Nope, I bit him.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it. I understand now. Okay.
Yeah. AC 23, probably is a miss. AC 29, that's probably a hit.
That's a hit.
23 is a hit, right?
17 more damage.
Does he take the penalties versus you because you're both in the grapple, or?
So if you just leave it as a wash, it just works.
Okay.
Like
that 23 misses.
Minus 2 AC.
Yeah, the 29 hits.
Yeah.
Oh, for 17. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'm assuming that he can't drain his con or wisdom or whatever.
74, 84. I think you just bloodied it. Yep. That last bite, it's got the creature pretty injured. It's struggling. It's trying to use its sword to chop you down. You notice that while the sword, when you guys were handling it earlier, just appeared to be a normal but nice +1 katana, it's now dripping acid, almost like the sword in its hands has caused it to ooze acid along the blade. Cog, there's still skip as something is trying to catch on your internal mechanisms.
Good stuff.
You're still awake. You just could tell you're in the gem completely and don't have any control over the body. You have got no senses.
Wired loose.
Capra.
Should leave instructions.
Capra is going to... Well, oh, look at me. I'm resistant to all the elements. All this arrow doesn't do nothing. Fuck you.
Capra does a little whiny fey dance and then does what?
And then he's going to cast a heroism and maintain Bard Song and shoot 2 times.
Okay.
AC 36.
That hits it in the side of the head.
AC 35.
An arrow joins it.
Okay. So that's 3d8 plus 3d6 plus 24 plus 8 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That's too many plus 2s. Plus 4 plus 4. No. I'm just over here being a putz. My deadly aim twice and my bard song twice, and I'm not within. There we go. Damage.
Ooh. 8 and 60, 148. Still going. But you collapse the side of the skeleton's head, and there's 2 arrows stuck out of it. It can't take that again. The sheriff is going to try to escape. Devastating blast. It can do 3 times per day, so it's going to do the same thing. It opens up its mouth and tries to breathe over Amadeus. DC 19 reflex save as another gout of acid.
He just keeps doing it.
You can hear Slake, what the fuck's all the noise out there? He's like,
well, you're here. What the fucking stupid asshole.
I'm going to add Slake to the end of the initiative. It might take him a round to get out of here.
3 on the reflex save.
23 evades. Okay, then it tries to escape. Rolls a nat 1. It does not escape.
He's 53.
Amadeus.
Amadeus is going to wrap up the skeleton into a care package.
Okay.
He rolls a 19. It's wrapped into a care package.
All right. It is pinned.
He lets go as a free action and starts stomping on its head.
Okay.
I believe Amadeus doesn't get flurry because he's a grapple monk.
Pinned is not helpless either, right? It's just a...
he's not pinned. He's helpless because of the ropes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's really, really bad.
Minus dex, minus 5, so...
39.
It hits.
Okay.
It's all armor and natural armor, so it's actually pretty tough to hit when it's like this.
19 damage.
19 damage.
18. I can't math.
58, 64. Check something. It's still there. It's like on the verge of falling apart. You included Bard Song.
Bard Song is in there. Yeah.
Okay. Slake, you can hear him, burn, 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 and he walks across his. What the fuck's going on out here?
That fucking armor's fucking cursed or something.
He looks happy at that thought. Cog is still going. Skip, skip.
I think Cog's cursed too.
Capra.
Capra's going to use this moment where the thing looks all tied up and is going to reposition back up the stairs so he can see what the heck is going on.
Okay. The creature in its full glory, as profane as it is, has somehow reformed in this red armor. It went for its own sword. The sword is dripping with acid, like profusely, not just like an acidic weapon. Like there's lots of acid dripping off of it, and it is trying to struggle through the ropes that Amadeus has put over it. It does not look happy. So Capra moved.
Yeah, he repositioned while
Okay.
everything got all tied up.
The sheriff is going to attempt to bust the ropes.
Okay, they're just basic ropes. DC 23, I think.
18. It doesn't. And I think it gets 3 attempts.
Yep.
But a minus 5 each time.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Yeah, he did it there.
minus 2. No, it struggles against the ropes. It looks like it doesn't get tired and will just keep on trying. It'll eventually get out of the ropes. Amadeus.
It's going to keep stepping on its head.
Yep. Angrily stepping on its head. All right, so its AC flat-footed is 24 at a minus 5 is 19. You need AC 19. He crunch. You managed to put he puts the heel of his foot through the thing's skull, and instead of the bones kind of like spreading out, the bones just kind of wisp away, and then the armor collapses in on itself. The sword clangs to the ground, and the acid sort of drips off of the sword, like it's no longer being conjured. For a brief moment, there's just there's the sound of Slake coming down the stairs and just sort of staring at the armor. What are you doing? You bugging me? And then there's just this click, 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 click coming from Cog.
It's fucking. What's wrong with him? The armor's cursed. Crush the armor.
You want me to crush it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Slake spends the next few minutes stomping on the armor with his adamantine strikes and just his general weight. Even Amadeus gets into it because he's mean now. So he takes out his axe and just starts hacking at the armor. You've got this pile of crappy armor now, like it's all in bits. Cog wakes up while they're trying to stomp on the armor. Yep. Skips like click 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 click. Light returns to your eyes, and you kind of look down at like Slake's massive boot hammering on like the helmet of the skeleton thing.
Right. Hoo hee hoo ha. Hoo wee wee wee.
What happened?
What are you doing down on the ground? You fall down?
No, I went to strike him and he I don't know.
Oh. Huh. He sees the scuff at the top of your head and just like makes a little chuckle noise.
Hoo hee hoo ha. Ha hoo ha hoo hee.
All right, that'll stop it. He just goes marching back to his forge.
Hey, what time is it?
This is you guys rested and had a bit of a chat and walked around. It's like noon.
Okay. Cog, you didn't get touched by the vampires, right?
I did. Yes.
You might want to remake your mutagen.
Oh.
Because you drank it and it was supposed to make you tough, but it made you fast. You made the wrong one.
There's right.
Well, that's just great, Amadeus says. Less money for us, then. Yeah, Amadeus scoops up the armor and sticks it into a bucket.
Could have asked Sunny before you broke it.
What do you mean? It's got skeletons popping out of it. Till Duggan's back and healthy and of clear sound and mind, that thing is cursed.
Oh, all you Fae do is just complain. Can't stand it.
Yep. Complain. That's all we do.
So he got hit with that card.
he's like rubbing his head and moving away.
Once he got hit with that card, he's not the same.
He's a grumpy. He's perpetually somebody has.
It's that clown struck him with a card.
That's what
Ever
I'm
since
saying.
then, it's him.
It's like a pixie. He's done put stuff in his oatmeals. Oatmeal is this mushy food that the humans eat when they're really poor, and they take the oats, which you would normally feed to the other animals, and you mix it with water, and it makes mush. Make it taste good, but if the fairies come along and put something that makes it taste bad, they're going to eat the stuff that it doesn't taste good.
Okay, you can hear Mr. Clip copping in and making her moo sounds every once in a while. You can hear Dee Dee saying to Duggan Schmidt,
It's okay, Duggan, if you don't want to fly yet. I know your wings are new. They're like baby wings.
He's got little baby wings. Capra's like standing on the railing.
"Oh,
Hey!
fuck!" And it just disappears into the.
Watch out for the lizard.
Yeah, he went into some side chamber.
Wow, he's so grumpy.
Hmm.
Maybe
Welcome
we need
back.
to get some of
Good to
that
see you. Good to see you in good shape.
Right. And Duggan spreads his wings and checks for a moment, and you can hear Dee Dee go, and Duggan takes flight. His wings sound crisp and normal.
Hey! Oh, look at all this treasure. I thought you'd have it sold by now.
What do you mean? It's been like.
Cog points at the broken armor.
Oh yeah. The armor was cursed, and this big skeleton guy jumped out of it and bashed Cog in the head.
He didn't hit me. I just kind of shut up.
You fell down. Your head went bong. There's a big scratch, and then you fell down for like 20 seconds. He hit you in the head and knocked you out.
So what have you done while I've been out of it?
He's looking directly at Capra.
What do you mean?
You're in charge temporarily. What changes did you make?
We got your wings back.
Anything else I should know about?
Anything else you want to know about?
Tell him, Duke.
Capra's still like balancing on the.
Yeah, yep.
All right.
Yeah, is this a mutiny?
I don't know. Is he
Well,
feeling
Capra.
better?
I'll feel better once all this treasure is sold.
Yeah, seriously, you gotta start moving this crap.
All the stuff you should take it to Granomius first. He said he'd give us good deals.
Oh,
Right.
shit. I need a rest, guys. Seriously, it's been a long fucking 2 days.
Right. Who am I going to train with now?
Yeah, tell me who you. Never mind. So tell me where you're gonna be. Don't worry about it. Making sure you're safe.
Wait, so does Dassod get to train for free then? He's just watching people.
No, you still spend money and have to practice your spells and that sort of thing.
I swear it was Hatukan.
Duke. All right. So, do you want to go up to your hidey hole? Do you need a hand getting up there?
I'm fine. I'm all fine now. It's
Yeah,
like
look at
nothing ever happened. I think everyone should help sell the treasures. Do whatever you need to, but don't wander far and don't wander alone.
Yeah, hear what the boss says.
Assuming I'm still the boss of this place.
Chop, chop. Get to it.
Do you want to be the boss of this place?
Of course I do.
Then you're the boss of this place.
All right then. Just you remember it.
All right then.
Dassod jokingly goes to Capra.
Ah, no, I'm just fucking with you.
For all the new orders, you're the boss.
Wait,
Right on.
what orders have you given while you were the boss?
You can seem super paranoid about what you did in the few hours while he was out of it. This continues on for a while and probably into the next few days. The frequency, however, of him asking kind of gets longer and longer.
Capra's not telling Duggan about the orders that he gave while he was.
Yep.
Oh.
Which were, I'm going to remind.
Capra gave himself the order to kill the Red Caps.
Oh, right. He gave
In his own head.
he gave himself the order. Maybe that's what Duggan's picking up on. He's like, Capra's up to something. Oh, that's funny.
The boss told me to. It's allowed when the leader tells
Right.
you to do something.
Now that everyone's listening, or perhaps you could spread the word, Capra, we should probably not run afoul of the Briars now that we see what the fuck that they're about. Let's stay away from them for now.
Mm-hmm.
For now.
For now.
Fucking gonna happen. You gotta know this.
Let's just stay out of their way. And we'll stay out of theirs.
For now.
Hopefully they'll stay out of ours, I mean. Yeah.
everyone being, be ready.
Right, Kev, be ready.
Yeah, we're gonna be ready.
Speaking of which, Kev,
Yeah. So,
do you know any rogues that might be able to give me a few pointers?
what you want to learn, buddy?
Yeah. Maybe I can practice on my own. Never mind.
Anyway, I know some shit. Hold on.
Nah,
I'm a rogue.
I'll practice on my own. Better that way. I'm going to multiply the time that it takes for Duggan to train by 2. He had a bunch of relax weeks planned in the downtime planner. I'll just nuke those because I'm assuming Mark will want levels. And the reason why I'm doing this is that I don't know if Duggan knows any rogues that he could train from because, well, I don't think he's going to go back to Nighthorn anytime soon.
Yep.
And the Steelrose gang has been, the Steelrose Watch has increasingly isolated themselves.
Gonna get gang-like in a second here.
He's going to what, 8th rogue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't help. I'm 6th rogue.
There's potential that the taxidermist might be able to help. But I don't know.
Interesting, because it's maybe
It's like it's a skill based, right? It's an expert.
for now. Duggan will just practice with his new diadem that he got recently, and basically fly around and practice shooting things and get used to his regenerated wings. All right, I'm gonna go to the downtime sheet. Just check my DM notes.
Are we gonna roll our saves?
Yeah.
Want to have negative level anymore?
So
Yeah,
Cog's
Duggan's maimed form, Mistress Plague, negative levels. Vampire Spawn, good thing. I believe their negative levels are DC 15, so this is a small chance that you have a permanent soul wound.
I don't like any chance of a soul.
Oh, it sucks ass.
DC 14, nice.
Capra does not have a soul wound.
Okay, yeah, Capra, you were able to. The soul of the Fae is rigorous and strong. You can remove your temporary negative level.
Oh, Cog, you're awesome. Ow!
Cog,
That's fine.
the negative level does not stay, perhaps because of your metallic body and your will to exist.
Amadeus is the last one.
Amadeus.
And he's a don't roll 1 as well.
Yeah, he does wander back when it's around time, and the 3 of you have gotten rid of your negative levels.
Oh, that feels a lot better.
Maybe he'll be less grumpy this way.
I could hear you know.
Asa, do you feel less grumpy?
No, I'm just tired of everyone's shit. It's time for me to shit on people for a change. See how you like it.
Yeah, you must have a big shit. Just saying.
The rest of you don't have a problem shitting on people.
Not certain who we're shitting on. But
Amadeus, I think I'm gonna hang out with you a little bit for a while here.
Why?
Because things are a little boring.
He shrugs. I just want my money, what I'm owed.
Right. Then help us sell stuff then.
Okay. I'm gonna go and practice. When I get back, I want my money.
Help us. What the fuck? Why help us?
Dassod do whatever you want. You do it anyways.
Yeah.
Amadeus like almost stepped in cow shit and just gives Sunny a look like, seriously, you could bring your cow in here again?
I know, Mistra. There's something wrong with it.
No.
Yeah. Although, to be honest, that you couldn't hold it, really.
Yeah, he's got an evil aura. That card did something bad to him. If you know what happened, if we know what happened to him, which is he's now evil, do you now know what card it was?
Potentially. Roll knowledge arcane, I guess.
Okay. Dee Dee will auto aid.
How would we reverse this?
I think I know. I think Adam knows, but we don't. 32? I think that is the DC.
The card that he was like he got hit with or would have pulled had it been a normal deck would have been the 2 of spades, which changes the alignment of the character instantly. The character must change to a radically different alignment. If they fail to act according to that new alignment, there could be repercussions like negative levels against their soul.
Is it a curse effect?
Um,
Sounds like a curse.
a deck of many things is a minor artifact.
Out of that entire group, he was the most scariest thing to fuck with.
A deck of many things is an artifact and has qualities or conditions that must be met in order to destroy the deck. This is like fate type magic. Amadeus could, if he wants to, atone for anything bad he's done. He hasn't really done anything to your knowledge yet that would solidify his alignment there. But he definitely needs to want to atone. An atonement spell might allow him to switch back. He'd still have to deal with the negative level. Powerful anti-curse breaking magic might also work. Then your head spins off and, well, we could try to do the alignment change with a bunch of alignment change magic items. You're like, oh, we could make a mess of things.
There's probably a somewhere you could probably wish it undone.
Yep.
Yeah. Break the curse. It's a powerful curse.
A limited wish should probably do it.
It would be a more costly and difficult to find scroll than the one that was used to regrow Duggan's wings. To do it via scroll.
You might want to try with your roll. Break enchantment and atonement might be the cheapest way, but that second part needs him to actually want to. Well, a break enchantment and atonement, and then a a normal restoration. Get rid of the negative level.
Yeah. So we are. Unless somebody else is taking these spells, I am 4 levels from being able to cast that selection.
Yeah, Dee Dee's 2 levels behind. She after leveling, she'll be a 6th level oracle, so she's at 3rd level spells.
It's a 5th circle oracle spell.
I know, 4 levels behind. Yep.
I don't like Amadeus. He's kind of grouchy and mean. He made fun of me for feeling bad about the kid dying. I don't like him.
I'm not a big fan of him either.
Oh.
It would be The most simple way of handling this would be through powerful magics. Since we don't have access to said powerful magics, then the cheapest way would require him to want to change, and will require spells with which we do not currently have the ability to cast.
Huh. What about if we just charmed him into being nice?
That would temporarily move this forward. It does have a problem in which it will cause him great pain.
Oh.
As in his current state, not being an asshole actually causes him physical pain.
Oh, that sucks.
That clown is a terrible, terrible thing.
Oh, sugar burgers and cow patties. Yes, you, mister. Yeah, you're a cow.
So, to not feel pain himself, he will need to inflict pain on others, whether it be mental or physical.
See, that's the part. He's scary. He could probably grab any of us and just sort of tie us up with a weird little knot that the more you struggle, the harder it gets. He's just mean now.
Sunny is not. You don't happen to have any polymorph spells, do you?
No. Do you have any polymorph spells? I think there are bard spells that are polymorph spells. Turning into a human, though? Ew.
No, you'd want to turn into something smaller.
Oh.
Awesome.
Nope.
If he grabs me, I'm going to turn into an air elemental and sort of whoosh away.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. But if he grabs you, he's going to have problems, because why is he grabbing our wizard?
I concur. Who's our wizard again?
Oh, yeah. Wait, our druid. Our apple-picking cowmaster.
Master of cows.
And apples.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's now going off to get an apple. We need a scroll. Perhaps we should check the market to see if they have any of the scrolls that we would require. I didn't check this.
Yeah, we could have a look, but it sounds like a lot of effort, like a lot of scrolls. Eventually we'll get there. Maybe we just have to put up with frumpy Amadeus for a while. And make sure we give him a good talking to and some encouragement to not be so evil. I'm sure there's a balance that could be struck, because otherwise, I don't know. I'm not going to stand by while he, tortures people.
This is going to be the challenge. We could baleful polymorph him into something more manageable. Perhaps he needs to see a priest.
Yeah.
Divine guidance, that sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe. The problem is with the five-faced god, we kind of have this problem too with 1001 gods, to be really honest. But there's kind of like a god for every feeling that you're having. You want to be bad, there are some bad ones in there. And, well, he did say he wants to follow enough of the mercy of the mother. He wants to follow the teachings of the conqueror. Well, It's all the same god. It's not like a priest of the Five Face God's gonna say bad for liking one of the faces over the others. They're kind of, I don't know. I think the god's successful that way because it's got many faces, like facets of a gem.
I find the five-faced god as a concept to be insidious.
Oh well,
Let's keep that between you and me.
yeah. There's definitely two camps of gods. Well, three if you count demons. So there's the really bad ones that no one should worship because they're demons bad. And then there's the old gods that have lots of fun names and fun stories. And then there's the new gods that are the nameless. They're weird. They don't talk to their followers. They just kind of are out there. But they're pretty strong. I mean, like, they're pretty organized. I don't know, there's a bunch of other ones. Something about whispering and graves and patterns and I don't know. I like the Fey Gods. Yeah.
I like magic.
I also like good Amadeus better. That's obvious.
If I'm perfectly honest, it's not so much I liked good Amadeus, I don't like bad Amadeus.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's more forceful this way.
I don't think that's what we needed.
No. Not really.
Because those guys up there, they've got enough force. It's trying to keep them on a good path. It's hard. It's hard with them. Slake breaking everyone's face. And Cog so absorbed in his alchemy and making robot things.
Slake seems to be more relaxed.
He's loosened up a little bit, I think. I think he's really excited because he got his new armor and he's ready to fight the wizards. But not you. Not all wizards. Don't worry. We won't let him go that far. Just the bad ones that, experiment on you when you're awake.
I believe we have an agreement, Slake and I. Once we have defeated the wizards who created him, we will use magic to fix him. That is what was agreed.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Sometimes you don't always get a choice.
And Capra, Capra sees things through. Is it a critter or is it a civilized? That's a great path. There's Agony. He seems to be more interested in lording over his little horde. I don't know.
He has the blood of red dragons in him, and the tomes, for him to achieve his full self, required him to focus on one of the paths of the red dragons. The red dragons are not very nice.
Yeah, he's loosened up a little bit. He used to go through these mumbo jumbo stuff that I guess he learned in monk school, and he hasn't been doing that for a while. I've noticed. He's just been
Red dragons are not very orderly.
he's just been sleeping on his treasure. I mean, some of the stuff's pointy. It's a good thing he has strong scales. Dassod's hard to keep track of. He's more Fey than most of them. Lots of Fey are shapechangers, and he's a shapechanger, and he kind of is unfettered. I'm glad Duggan has a friend, from before.
Would have been good if he would have. Yes. He stops his sentence and goes, "Yeah, we're just gonna go with yes."
Okay. Are you gonna go spend some time with Coven-of-One?
Yes.
She looked lonely. I think I'm gonna go spend some time with you guys.
Okay. Then you're welcome.
Yep. I think I can learn some things from her. Maybe. some bard things, maybe. Yeah, yeah,
There's lots of things to read.
yeah, it's okay. I'll get her to read them to me. That way she won't be bored.
Perfect.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna go get my stuff. We're gonna go to Coven-of-One's, to go learn from her because she's bored, and yeah. Cog, Doss, Capra, Duggan. All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay,
That's fine.
we're going to Coven-of-One's. I'm gonna go with Sunny and Mistra. We'll be okay.
If you have any problems, use the stone thing. Who has the stone thing?
Cog
Duggan.
and Duggan.
I've got one and he's got the other.
That
Right, I'll be staying here. Where I belong. In my castle.
Says Duggan.
Yeah, Cog pulls out his stone and tosses it to them.
Oh, thanks.
No problem.
Oh, where are you guys going?
I'm gonna spend some time with the gator. Yep.
Okay. Duggan, you keep an eye at Capra, because you're close. If you stand here, it's just across the street.
Alright. Dee Dee. No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
No, this sounds really fucking awkward.
No, it's not awkward at all.
Alrighty then. Shit, I want to go see her as well, goddammit. Tell you what, hang out here for a while, then I'll go see her.
Okay, you're gonna go hang out at Coven-of-One's as well. She is an arcane caster. She could technically train.
Yeah.
Dassod.
So yeah, he'll hang out with her and he'll come here at night just to hang out with Duke.
Okay.
And then he'll go back.
And then we've got Agony, who is ready. He goes up to Cog and says, "Do you think that the two of us can take on Silverclaw?" I think so. I think.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
So Capra's going to Mad Gadders.
Oh, Dee Dee, don't forget your crafting tools.
I'll get back to craft. Don't worry. Just add things to the list. You know where it is. Jeez.
Big long board.
It's like a fairy's work is never done.
I understand.
Okay, so Agony and Cog are going to go train with Delthan. Amadeus has gone off to train with some of the bounty hunters he knows. Slake is basically going to wait around until the Vecchia guy comes in on his rounds. What was his name? His name was Alumnite Staten Benson. Dee Dee normally trained with Drewbarth Bumblefeather, the guy who ran the ferry area, but she's going to go and spend time with Coven-of-One this time.
Cool.
All right, looks like everyone has got their trainers identified.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to do before you go and train?
Well, we're just going to be keeping an ear out if anybody talks about what the red caps are doing. We're just going to keep track of that. We're not going to actively look for them yet, but we're just going to,
Okay. So Capra, while you're hanging out with the Mad Gatter, you don't hear anything about the about Snicker and Slice. Dee Dee and Sunny and Das spent some time with Coven-of-One. She seems eager to continue her experimentation on Doss's blood during various phases of his transformations. Sunny and Dee Dee, yeah, you've got lots to learn, and there are a lot of scrolls, and Dee Dee actually picks up a few of them and reads them on her own.
Oh, look at that. Look at this red scroll.
Yeah.
We don't interrupt her when she's reading.